Hello, hello, hello. Just waiting for everybody to. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm okay.
Who else is here? I think Mick is joining in. I think people will probably come in pretty slowly this time. Sorry. Where's your camera, Lips?
I'm getting it. Hold on.
Ah.
I use it as a microphone. So right now it was set up as a microphone on a tiny little lamp. Okay, let's see.
There you are. I don't know. It says that. Can you see the little squares at the top
What do you mean?
of everybody else, or is that just me because I'm the controller?
Well, there's different ways of looking at it. There's a thing at the bottom that says participants.
Okay.
And I think that when you click on that, yeah, I think it gives you the list.
Okay.
There was some kind of way of actually setting it up so you can see it any way you want.
Well, I'm hoping that everybody followed the links and they're working. I contacted everybody, so we got people coming from pretty far away today. So hopefully that it all works. I'm not sure why it's not connecting with Mick. This is frustrating. Maybe message him and see what's happening.
Yeah, I see at the bottom of the screen, there's a little wavy little line. It looks like he's on pause or something.
Yeah, well, I sent him a message. Well, I heard back from John Gallagher and Miles Goodwin today.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hey, Mick, how are you?
Right, how you doing?
Not too bad. All the way from, where are you exactly? In Pennsylvania?
Philly, yeah.
Oh, what's it like there?
Rainy and cold.
Yeah, same. Yeah. All right. Well, we're still waiting on a few other people to kick in, but we can.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We can still talk.
I like
your ears.
Your well-placed sitting position in front of your nice poster there of Anvil. Check that out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
We opened for you guys back in I don't know if it was 2014 or 2015. You had played Reading, PA at the Reverb.
What was the name of the club?
Reverb. It was in Reading. Yeah.
Wow.
That's such a cool.
Sometimes the name rings a bell and sometimes it doesn't. I can't picture the actual place, but I don't know.
Actually, we have a actually hold on, I'll be right back. Wait a minute.
That's so cool. See, Steve?
I gotta think about it.
We got
the name.
We got you guys assigned a guitar.
Wow. Wow, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. It was a good show, man. It was great.
Aw, how long ago was that?
I'm going to say it was 2014.
Oh wow.
Which bass player did we have?
Sal.
Oh yeah, we had Sal. Okay. It's BC, before Christ.
Yeah.
Anvil BC, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. We started that a while ago, right? Because we nicknamed him Christ because his name's really Christopher, so he became Christ.
Yeah.
Christ saved the band, man. You know what I mean? It turned into all kinds of fucking jokes, right? But on the other side, I'm laughing about it, but in a certain sense, the addition of that particular guy was the biggest difference in my whole career, really.
Oh.
That it actually it was a division, a really big division. it's 3 parts. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah, I
the
know.
first rendition, the second rendition, and then the final one. And to me, the final one is like the best one ever. It's
Oh,
just
wow.
you found exactly what you needed to do what you wanted to do, right? That's
Right.
the thing. And I think that was the good thing about all the different renditions, because we were trying different things at different points in our career, right?
Yeah. Makes
You gotta
sense.
have something to fucking, I want to get to that. I gotta get to that. That's where I gotta get to. And you gotta,
Right.
that's what it's all about, is finding that fucking focal point and going after it and trying to capture it. It was a certain essence that we were looking for at each point when we got different members. You know, from the first rendition, we had a typical bass player that played with a pick. We had a second guitar player that didn't play anything but rhythm guitars.
Yeah.
No lead playing at all, right? So that was the first rendition, and that was and actually the most loved, apparently, for whatever reason. You know, I still talk to the original guitar player. In fact, I talked to him today. But I'm just saying that it's the kind of thing that it's just a portion of your existence. So once we went through the point with having a guitar player that just played rhythm and sang some songs, we went to having a second lead guitar. So then we had these lead guitar things going on in the song, and the solos were more ornate and more fucking
Right.
whatever. And that's through the 90s, right? When
Question, have either of you got
there was absolutely 0.0.0s that you're ever going to be fucking anything beyond a legend band that the hardcore fans buy. You're not going to be a radio band. You're not going to be anything like that. So be as heavy and as fucking sick and as insane as you want. It doesn't matter. You know? So that we went through that segment of our career, and then finally we get to another, and only me singing, virtually only me singing all that time, which is not a good thing because you don't have backup singing, you don't have harmonies, you're missing the whole other fucking facet that made the first rendition what it was.
Right.
The first rendition had 2 singers. The
Right.
second rendition had 1 singer. And then now it's like, okay, finally we got the singing back. We didn't bother with the second guitar because in the scheme of things, it actually made little or no difference. It made more sense to make more of our vocals, which were hurting, than that we were ever hurting for lead guitar. We never hurting for lead guitars, but that was not a problem. It's like, what happened to your vocals, right?
Right.
did you guys have any problems connecting?
No.
This is so weird. There's like 3 or 4 other people that are saying the link isn't working, and it's the same link I sent you both, so I don't know what to do. So there was supposed to be some other great people joining us, and I feel really bad. So hopefully, I really don't know what the problem is. The meeting ID number, none of you guys needed that, right?
No, it just had to press connect to meeting. That was it.
Oh, man. James Murphy is trying to connect now, and so is my friend from Jamaica.
So well, they're, for whatever reason, they're having a problem. I don't know how to. I can't direct them because I can't see their screen.
I know.
You can't tell them, hey man, click on that.
I know, right? And I have no tech support. My tech support is actually unavailable today. He's gone. So I guess what we'll have to do is just invite him back next time and try this again. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I appreciate you both coming on anyways. So I'm sorry, where were you guys? I interrupted you. So bad. We'll just spark a joint. How's that?
Well, we were getting a member history.
A member
Yeah,
history.
just a member. And
Ah.
then I'm thinking about Philadelphia. I spent I spent about a week there.
Oh,
About,
wow.
and then we were supposed to play the show, and we ended up, when the band got there, they looked at the venue and they went, no. It's some kind of little fucking, a little tiny little club, man. We couldn't get our back line into the, and up a fucking, 35 stairs or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So the road crew started freaking out, and Rob looked at it. He goes, "You'll just get my drums in there. Forget it. Where you put your guitar rigs?" It's like,
Who's
so
responsible for that?
That's our last experience with Philly. And in the meantime, I fucking was there with my wife waiting for the band. I took a flight from, I don't know, St. Louis or something. And they drove. And I just flew across with my wife and then spent a few days extra in Philly, right? Because I wanted to see the city. Interesting.
Sure.
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. A lot of history there.
Yeah, it's the first real Washington. That's really the capital. That was the capital of.
Yeah, originally, yep, yeah.
It's one place I haven't actually been. It's kind of crappy. There's a lot of good bands, a lot of good music out there. It seems there are good clubs and venues still, right?
There's still some. I mean, everything's still relatively closed. There's not much happening in the way of bands playing. You have to go into Delaware or Maryland right now to see some live bands, but there's a lot of restrictions to it, and it's minimal crowds. I mean, like under 25. So it's really tough right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not. We can't go out and play. We can't even get across the border.
I can. I'm kind of lucky that way. I could get across for medical reasons and back. Nobody really believes that I can until they see that I'm on the other side. They're like, well, holy crap, there it is. But yeah, it's really, really tough, isn't it? Oh, wait. Who the heck is, Jason Tamba. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Have either of you heard of Playing for Change, the band Playing for Change?
Okay.
It's
I'm
not
aware of
metal.
it. Yeah. Aware of it.
They kind of do amazing stuff where they take, oh yay, Roselyn's here too. She's also from Playing for Change. Hi Jason.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi. Meet Lips, Steve Anvil. This is Jason Tamba.
Hello.
Hello. And Michaels. I think Roz will be joining us very soon. I was just explaining a bit about Playing for Change, but maybe I'll let you do that. Oh, wait.
That's great.
There's a lovely lady. Hi. How are you? I was just introducing everybody. So you obviously know Jason, right?
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Ross.
Fun.
Oh, you look so
Nice
beautiful.
meeting you.
And this is Mick Michaels. He's of Corners of Sanctuary out of Philadelphia. And my lovely co-host, Lips, Steve Anvil of Anvil.
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, everybody. I wanted to explain to them a little bit what Playing for Change is about, but I'll let one of you guys do that, whoever wants to do that.
I'll let Jason do it. Go ahead, Jason.
Hello, Ross. Yay.
Go ahead.
Wow, what a panel. What a panel.
Okay, would you like me to explain? So I was struggling to get into the Zoom meeting because I was using my cell phone, and then it was not supported. The browser I was using was not supported. Then I came back to my computer. Yeah. Would you like me to explain, or Ross can explain?
Yeah. Tell us about Playing for Change.
Oh yeah. So Playing for Change is a movement which build the music schools, just to help the kids to go for free and study for free. So then what we do, we have three things in Playing for Change. Let me come from the beginning. We have time to come from the beginning. Playing for Change was created by our sound engineer. His name is Mark Johnson. He's
Amazing guy. Yeah.
yeah, he was an engineer for Paul Simon and quite a lot of artists. And then he felt like working too much in studio. He found like there are also good music on the street. Every time when he walks on the street, he sees like, those people are also good artists, but they don't have chance to go to the studio and be recorded. What if he just takes the studio to the people, to the streets,
Yeah.
and then see how this is gonna work? And then the first song, he went to the Promenade Street because he was working around here in Los Angeles. He went to the Promenade Street in Los Angeles and recorded the first guy was called, street musician was called Roger Ridley. Ridley. And the first song was like Playing for Change. It was Stand By Me. So
Stand By Me, yes.
Yeah.
And Tears on My Pillow, I think, was one of the first ones. And I saw that video right when it came out. It was incredible.
And then tough, like, why not taking that song around the world? Take the song and start adding musicians around the world. And then that's how, he started adding the musician around the world, and it gives a big impact.
Hello, James Murphy. Oh my gosh, another artist.
Oh yay!
Yay. Okay, continue. We'll say hello to him in a second. This is incredible.
When he started that, the second time when he came to record War No More Trouble, that's how I've been found. And he came with the crew in Africa. And then in his passage in Africa, we were playing in this restaurant, and they came to eat in the restaurant.
Yes.
They kind of like, guys, you play so well. This is our project. Can you get involved? And we got involved. We played in War No More Trouble, and then I sang in that too. And then people also liked it. From there, I got involved until today. So then we have three things in Playing for Change. We have Playing for Change has the band in which I'm involved.
Yeah.
And then we have Songs Around the World, the band tours. The band tours and everything we make comes to the foundation to build the school music. And we have Songs Around the World. It's that recording one song and traveling with the song all over the world, adding the musicians from different culture. And then we have the foundation, which build music schools. In Lille, that's Playing for Change, if I can say.
So 5% of any project I do moving forward goes to Playing for Change, and 5% to another charity.
Thank you so much.
Well, of course. So it's such a beautiful thing. And you guys have always been there, to donate music, to donate time, to just call me. I mean, it's an incredible thing. You guys, Roselyn, I can't thank you. She submitted probably the best piece of music I think I've ever heard in my life for our Christmas concert coming up. It was absolutely breathtaking. Oh, I can't believe you went to all that trouble. So,
wow. Thank you. It was not at all. If I tell you how that came about, my friends, when you reached out to me, I was trying to figure out, how am I going to do this with COVID happening and everything. And then best friend who owns a production company, film production, he called to say if I could come on set to help him, because I do makeup and stuff on film sets. So he said if I could that day to do makeup. And I was like, actually wanted to help me to film something like real quick. So we had no rehearsals. I just called my friends that same day. I put some clothes on and that was it. And that's how it came about.
Wow.
So I'm so happy it came off well.
It came out amazing. One of the most beautiful things ever, honestly. Wow. And every time I've called on Playing for Change members, they've been there, whether it's just, from the hospital or whatever. And it just, Mick has done the same thing. He's donated an incredible performance as well. But I just want to say hi to James Murphy over there. How are you, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Finally
great.
made it. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. It took me a while to figure it out. I'm not very super savvy on Zoom yet.
No, I'm not super savvy either. I can't believe I put this all together, to be honest. And looking at this beautiful panel of people from all over the place, so many different, places and genres. I'm sure you know Steve Litz. Say hi.
How's it going, man?
Do you
All right,
guys
man,
know
how you
each
doing?
other?
Oh, well, I'm an Anvil fan from way back.
Well, who isn't, right?
It has to be from way back.
Well, I mean, I'm still an Anvil fan. Let's put it that way. But I remember buying my first Anvil records probably about 1983 or something, skipping high school in Frankfurt, Germany, and taking the U-Bahn down to the Hauptbahnhof or the Hauptwache, and walking around to little German record stores and finding, the early Anvil albums,
Yo, I do think Playing for Change should do a metal mashup. Just
83, 84, 85. I was doing that,
just some great cheesy hair metal, a great song, some cover like that. Have you ever heard of Playing for Change?
I have not.
You have not. They're an incredible
I
band. We
haven't.
just did a great explanation on it. If you get a chance, go back and look through. They take musicians from all around the world, mostly street musicians, and do the same song at the same time. It's one of the most beautiful things you will ever see. And they've just become great friends, great supporters, and one of my charities. So great people to know. And I hope that you guys all, stay friends, meet each other, do some great stuff, and stay in touch. But do you know Mick Michaels of Corners of Sanctuary? Did you open for them as well? On your wall there? Let's see.
No, I don't think so.
No? No? Are you
No,
sure?
I'm
It's quite the
no,
wall,
so
though.
I'm not familiar, but I'll definitely check it out.
All right. Well, now that everybody knows each other, I didn't know that Mick had opened up for Steve before, so that was kind of cool just to see that
Fun. That's
you
always
guys had
fun.
met. Yeah, it's a
Well,
weird.
I'm surprised I haven't over the years. I mean, even from my very first the very first album that I ever played on, it came out in 1990, but it was recorded in '89, and so only about 5-6 years after I bought my very first Anvil records. But in the meantime, I had moved back to the States, and I didn't really know that anybody in America knew about Anvil. I didn't. I thought it was like.
They didn't really.
but
We talk a lot about that.
When I met Chuck Schuldiner, but the year before I joined Death and made my first album with them, when I met Chuck Schuldiner, I went to Terry Butler, the bass player's house. Terry plays for Obituary now, but back then he was in Death, and they were on their Leprosy album, I think. And I came in. They were getting ready to do Spiritual Healing, the album that I came in for and played on, and wrote a lot of music for. But I went to Terry Butler's house with Chuck and Bill, the other three guys, and it was my very first meeting of them in person. And Terry had his record collection there, and they were talking about how awesome Chuck's record collection was, and we were just talking about all the bands we liked. And it didn't take very long for Anvil to come up, and all three of us were just, like, hell yeah, these albums are awesome, Forged in Fire and all that, yeah.
That's interesting that you mentioned Death. And I didn't really know much about them, but we played a show in the New York area, and I think it was on Long Island. It could have been. There's a big, huge venue, and Death was one of the bands that opened up for us. And it would have been in '87.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was 2 years before I joined the band. Yeah.
Right. Now Chuck was still, of course, bless the guy, was still alive at the time, and he was, of course, really immediately made himself known to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would imagine that he would, because he was a huge fan.
I've met lots of support bands, but there's sometimes there are certain characters, the way that they introduce themselves and their forward, their sort of forward approach to meeting somebody. You know, hey, I better pay attention. If you follow what I'm saying, I'd never
Yeah, I get you.
a band, and there's a band opening for me, and the way that particular guy, but in any case, what comes with it comes a great story. I had brought my English bulldog, Beast, right? And if you remember, there was a video called Mad Dog.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and there was a bulldog in that video.
Oh, that was him.
That was my dog.
Very cool. Very cool.
So like
And
the
I brought him
headliner
on the
doesn't.
road, and I let him run around the venue when everybody was doing sound check. So what happened was the dog ran up on the stage while Death was doing their sound check and had his shit right beside him.
Oh my God.
So
That's
they're
awful.
all fucking
He probably
laughing.
thought that was cool as shit.
Yeah, they're laughing, they're fucking killing themselves laughing. And they take gaffer's tape and they put a square around it and write Lips's dog shit here.
Oh my God.
I can imagine, man. That would have been hilarious.
So the headliner doesn't get to choose who you tour with? Like you just show up and you never know who's opening for you?
You come to each gig and it could be it's a different band, a different
Oh,
sound.
Yeah, local openers or regional openers. Yeah, you know, come from wherever. It's usually just done by the promoter. Set up by
That's
the promoter.
crazy. That's
seldom-
crazy. It's like
seldom-
it's your show though. It would matter who's opening for me. I would want to choose them.
Yeah, well, it's also a business, and at some point, I mean, if
Yeah,
you can't dip into you can't have your fingers in every single part of the business. You know, most bands don't even have that much clout to begin with. You know.
That's true. That's true.
So,
I guess playing for change is special. You guys consistently work with so many different people. Who's been your favorites? I asked Mermans, what it was like to work, with Keith Richards and, Ringo Starr or Taj Mahal. And he goes, well, I'm from Africa. I'd never heard of these people before. I come here, I listen to the music, it's amazing, and I go play with them. I'm like, you just go play with Keith Richards, like you've never heard the name. This is mind blowing. But who is your favorite?
Excuse me, is that Roselyn?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You just noticed that now? Smoke another one. I think we'll send you some Canadian weed.
Okay. I got it.
I know we're crossing genres here. I know you guys probably never heard of Anvil, have you? Or the band Death, or Testament, or any metal.
Yeah, it's all probably foreign to you.
I've heard of Lips.
You have. How could you not, right?
But unfortunately, I haven't heard of the others. Sorry. Because I work with Damian Marley, so we do a lot of the festivals on the road and stuff. Yeah. So I think at some point I heard of Lips.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I do think that it would be an amazing thing to smash some metal and some reggae together. I don't think it's something that comes up too often. But yeah, right? Can you hear it? Because I can hear it. I can hear it. And for, my whole life, I've had, opera, reggae, and then metal. People are very confused by my collection. But I think they influence each other. Influence each other, right?
I think Bob Marley's son, Steve Marley, did a mashup of, I think it was Aerosmith, and a Bob Marley song that he technically did a remix to.
Yeah.
So that was really that was really good.
I mean,
so it was Aerosmith and a Bob Marley classic that he did a remix to.
I've playing for change for probably everybody that I've met, and some pretty hardcore, headbanging, very, very high, and they love it. There isn't a person out there who doesn't enjoy it. It's just too good. It's just really too good. And I think that's 10 more minutes. But I think that's the beautifulness of just bringing a bunch of people together that maybe might not have thought of joining forces and doing something and pulling something out of it that's different. Like I really see right here it could happen, You never know, right? No.
I'm happy I'm meeting all these people. I mean, you can never tell what could happen. It's really humbling, and it's really an honor for me to meet all these wonderful people today.
Hey, James, where are you
Kelly,
calling from, James?
Where am I calling from? This is my home in Florida. Yeah.
Well, you're down in Florida. Okay.
Oh,
Nice and warm.
I miss Florida so much.
Yeah. Very, very nice weather here today.
Whereabouts?
It was really cold last night, but
Are they still doing shows in Florida? As of last week, they were.
Yeah, people are still. I mean, they were stopped for a long time, but at some point, people just decided that it's okay to do shows again, and that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and so they're having like smaller shows, like big tours aren't coming through because those bands aren't coming through, but local shows are happening all the time.
Well, then I
I
definitely.
get invited to them all the time, but I'm not going.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I want to talk to you guys, but Roselyn did something really incredible, and she did an amazing online performance, and so did Mick. They sent me a full performance. Like I'm just like mind blown that they were able to do this during COVID. But that's not what we were expecting. We were expecting to just have, like you are here, sitting around just jamming or singing or doing something, which would be so cool. We're doing a Christmas concert and online. Have you ever performed online like that before? And is it something that you would do moving forward?
We asked.
Who's the
Everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think we're coming back to live music anytime soon. I just don't.
That is so disheartening for me to hear. I don't even want to put my energy there.
I don't want to say it. I've been thinking positive since March, but reality is, man.
I think one of the things that COVID did was to make us more aware of the different aspects that we have to showcase what we do. I mean, for us here, because I'm in Jamaica, for us here, our numbers have started going down. I think yesterday we were at 56 new cases, and we're coming from in the hundreds. So
wow.
There's still no live music here. That's still shut down. There are no clubs or anything like that happening. And this is the home of reggae music, and the industry is very big. That's how a lot of people earn a living. But that's closed down entirely for the past almost a year now, since COVID started, 10 months. But how I got to do that was that's my bubble of people that I work with. We all have to observe protocol. Those were the only people that were in the room when I was filming that thing. That's my bubble. Those are people that I'm around every day. And even then, it's still not really safe. But unfortunately, 3 of them had already had COVID and had recovered. So, yeah. But
it's interesting because what I found is that when I ask a lot of people if they know anybody that had it, most people say that only somebody distant, not anybody that they actually know personally. That's usually what I find.
Yeah. I've had a number of people that I know personally that have had it. And I have, she's actually used to be my aunt because it was via marriage, but she's real close to, she's not very much older than me.
Right.
But she's in her 50s, and she's a nurse, a COVID nurse. So she's
oh wow.
A friend since childhood. Was kind of my aunt. Oh, great. All right, sorry, I had to reply. I'm getting asked by my neighbor via text to come help them with something. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that right now. But you know, she works in a COVID ward, and she's a tough girl, tough lady. I've never really seen her cry, but I'm sure she has. But she keeps her, you know, she's always kept her emotions in control, and this stuff has her. Just has her destroyed. She was crying her eyes out about it. It just, you know, she's scared. She's worn down, and she's just seen far too many people die. And what I tell you, the thing that wears on them almost as much as what they're seeing and going through all the day, all the healthcare workers, is having to deal in their own personal lives when they are out and about away from the hospital, having to deal with people who think it's all a hoax and that it isn't real. And it just it crushes them. You know, it just they don't even know how to handle that. I don't even know what to think about it. Her hospital has like 3, if not 4 by now, because they were talking about getting another one. She said, cooler, like big trailers, cooled trailers.
Wow.
Like on generators out in a side parking lot to hold bodies.
Wow.
Because their morgues are full.
I have a friend who thinks she might have it and still doesn't even think it's a real thing. She's still like, she's probably like, she's got a fever and everything, and she still does not believe it's real.
To the extent that we have the luxury to even have, you know, for there to be people who are out there denying it, is a testament to how good of a job our healthcare workers are doing, despite the attempts of a whole lot of our politicians to scuttle their efforts. And, you know, they just don't even know how good they have it. You have it so good that you don't know anybody personally that's had it, and you can sit there and talk that crap online or whatever, you know, and that's just a testament to what a great job our healthcare workers are doing, you know, and that the efforts to educate people are doing, you know, to some, but it's still, I mean, I mean, in the United States, I realize obviously not everyone here is from the United States, but in the United States, we have something like 2% of the population of the world.
Yeah.
We have something like 20% of the COVID cases. So how well are we really doing? You know, we got over 200,000 dead, you know? I'm talking to people that believe that that's a lie, and I think those people should be taken on organized tours to the coolers outside of hospitals where they have the bodies stacked up like cordwood.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Honestly,
I know people who
I don't understand the idea or how people can believe that something of this size that takes the whole world and changes the whole world could be fake.
Yeah.
Where the hell what rock are you living under? How stupid could it be to think
science denial is a plague. Is a plague almost as bad as COVID as any other plague on human society. Science denial is just rampant, and unfortunately, you know, it's being encouraged by lots of people online. There's not a lot of pushback against it, except, you know, when you do, you run right up against resistance. You know,
let those people drink their bleach and just, you know, fall away. We'll be less in numbers.
But what about the vaccine? What about the vaccine? People saying that it's filled with nanoprobes and stuff like that, so that they can fucking control you and turn you into a robot. I could not.
If they could do that, the technology existed to do that, they wouldn't need to fake a plague to get it into all of us. There's too many things that we willingly imbibe into our bodies voraciously, and they could just put it in that, you know?
Anything, food, and you know what? Let them do it, because I'll find some.
That's common sense. Hey, that's common sense, man. Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't count.
I say let them put the nanoprobes in. I'll find a hacker to hack them, and I'll tweak it to my own workings. You know what I mean? I'll just be a super cyborg. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, the idea that of just a healthy body that's a machine and not a body with my brain.
I'm interested in the opinions, the panelists from, and I'm sorry I don't remember the names yet, but I know we have a panelist from Africa and a panelist from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right.